Thought I'd do a little video showing how my arrow taper jig works. This is it. So basically 2 bits of angle iron with 80 grit sandpaper, decent quality stuff, wrapped around inside, held in place with some magnets. This piece of angle iron can adjust with these screws. It's on slots. Little bits of thick paper wrapped around there so that the shaft doesn't catch on the edge and create a great big groove. And you can see I've got the table of my little mill padded out to be the right height, so I can slide that over the end of the arrow. Now the arrow goes right through the chuck of my lathe. It's a lovely little old lathe, this. One of the key factors in choosing it was that you can get a 3/8 shaft right through the mandrel. So what I do is I'll wrap some masking tape around the shaft so I can nip it lightly in the chuck and then move the arrow taper jig over it. I had my masking tape too near the end of the shaft. I need to get the taper started, then move the shaft along a bit further. I don't want to turn the lathe on until that's in position, else the shaft might thrash about uncontrollably. There we go. Now we have to push it in gently, else it can grip and just twist the shaft or rip it out of the chuck. Right, that'll do. I'll now show you some of the clever features of the taper jig. Obviously this end is adjusted to be much closer together than this end. That's what gives you the taper. But if we pull that off, you'll see all the dust that's come out because the underside of the taper jig is grooved and there's a load of holes in it. And if I tap it on the floor, any excess dust comes out. I can just tip this dust into my bin. I think you can probably see that taper if I just put the verniers on it. 805mm and 9.61 there. So you can see we've taken quite a bit off quite quickly. It requires a bit of patience. So as I say, I've had shafts, almost finished flight arrows, just twisted in two because there's quite a lot of torque on a lathe like this. So just nipped up lightly onto the masking tape. It's easy to get impatient and just ram it on and it just jams up. Anyway, I thought that might be of interest.